Hello everyone, welcome back to the Naio Nails channel. I'm Steffi Fernandez, and in today's video we'll be doing a geode inspired nail art with a little bit of an influence from resin.
Yeah.
Let's get cracking. Okie dokie, I'm going to be using a stiletto nail for this one. I think it will show really nice on the length. I mean, I'm all for length, guys, of nails, that is. We love long nails. Can't function with them if I paint, but for some reason, like when I used to work in an office, always used to have extra long nails. It's also a great excuse not to lift stuff in the office, you know? I can't with my nails. So I've applied a baby's breath on this. I'm gonna let it cure and then go in for the second layer. Okie dokie. So before we start our design, I want to be applying a nice layer, thin one, of, I'll get there eventually, blooming gel on this nail, because that's what's gonna help us create that gorgeous kind of geode look, you know? So I'm gonna apply a nice thin layer all over the nail and leave the nail to one side. So it's ready for me to go when I prep the other colors. All right, so I've put the layer of blooming gel, and now I'm going to be using a few colors, right? So I'm going to be using, let's see, a glass and a half. So I'm going to just apply a line on my palette, just like so. And then I'm going to do the same with all the rest of the colors, just applying some lines next to each other. Make sure the colors kind of touch each other so you can pick them up with your ombre brush easily. I'm going to go in with white as well. By the way, I've just used Amethyst Falls. I forgot to mention that. So I'm going to apply that. A little bit of Utopia. That's a gorgeous name. And color. I'm going to put that just in between here. And maybe a little bit of rum raisin in the, just over here. Ooh, but very thin layer. It's not dropping. There we go. Going to add slightly more white just in case. I feel like you need it. So I've laid the colors on, and I'm just going to kind of just marble it a couple of times just to get a little bit of a some lines going across, and I'm gonna pick that up on my ombre brush and I'm gonna just literally start mapping out my geode, kind of my ringlets for the stone. So you can see how we got the rings over here. Now what I'm going to do, just to add a little bit more detail, I'm going to go in with my 0003 brush. Hello, Joe, have you hidden it?
I haven't touched it.
Well, I get to blame you, so it's nice. Anyway,
It's not nice for me.
I'm going to add a little bit more white, I think. Just on top to add a little bit more detail. And we're doing it on the blooming gel, so it's not going to be as kind of, you know,
Fine.
Mm.
It's going to spread out a bit.
It's going to spread out a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit more glitter here. little bit more over here. Lovely. I'm going to add just a little bit of dark purple as well. Sometimes you have to kind of place it on top because it makes it look better, you know? Don't just rely on your blooming gel to do the work for you. So I'm happy with the way it looks now. Just gonna pull the lines through over here so it looks a bit more curved. And I'm gonna pop this into the lamp. So we've got this over here cured. I'm going to use one of our brushes. Now it comes in our, you know, we sell a pack of art brushes online. Just check them up on the website. We'll link it somewhere here below. I'm gonna be using our flat brush and just picking up some of that gold that I've mixed up over here earlier. And I'm just going to kind of do a really flat line over here. I want to have a couple of lines on top as well, but I want to just kind of mark up the edges of this stone, and then I'm going to be just adding a little bit, probably with my 0003 brush, of gold in the center or just next to it, something like that, so it gives a bit more of a geode vibe. Do you know what I'm saying?
I get you.
Someone has to. So got a little bit of gold in the center. Now I'm going to pop this into the lamp and then continue adding some more gold detail. So we've cured that gold section over there. I'm going to just go into that gold and now add thicker lines on top of the flat gold surface that we've painted earlier. So I'm just adding a little bit more texture. I think it just looks so good. Having a couple of lines that are just sticking out. Add a little bit more. It doesn't have to be exactly where you finish that gold application earlier on. It's just something to kind of make the gold section pop out a bit more. I'm gonna add a little bit more, probably even a tinier line over here. And then I'll add a little bit more detail over here. Maybe thicken it up a little bit. Really thin line in the midsection. And I'm gonna pop this into the lamp. I love it. Now you could potentially, if you wanted, add some glitter in the midsection, but I'm gonna leave it here because I like it the way it is. And I think it's just stunning. So I'm going to go in with our Urban Graffiti Top Coat, and I'm going to apply a nice thin layer all over the nail. For me, I kind of want it to be slightly bumpy because I like the texture. I love textures on nail, love it. So for me, yes, bumpy nails all the way. So I'm going to just apply a nice thin layer, to make sure we don't lose those gold lines on top as well. Brush it into the gold and then cap the rest of the nail. probably seen to the left. And this is our Geode nail, kind of resin inspired. Do you know what I mean when I say like resin? Because you know
Yeah,
how
I
we
get
pour
it now.
everything and you've got the little ringlets and but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys. Something abstract, fun, lovely. You can wear it on so many like different nails. I mean, I can just try and show you like what it looks like. It's just stunning, right?
Oh, yeah, it looks good.
Beautiful, beautiful abstract nail. And you can wear it with a full set that's purple. And you can have obviously the abstract design going in different directions to make it a bit more, you know,
Each one unique.
yeah, more unique, yeah. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see next. And as usual, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you all on the next one. Take care, guys.